episode 13 of the Sister Sign podcast. I am with my
Sheesh.
sister sign. We're practicing patience today because this is our second take. This is our second take. But listen, when you dedicated, you just do what you got to do.
that part.
We gonna complain and have attitude, but we gonna do what we got to do in the end.
That part. Just because at the end of the day, gotta get done.
Has got to get done.
It's gotta get done.
So we were saying before we was really interrupted, you were saying what you have been doing recently in terms of music and your passion and your craft. So can you give us a little update on that?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. Um, I honestly have been just getting back into the swing of things because I've not been in my creative zone for a while. But here recently, I've linked up with a couple creatives and kind of sparked a little fire. We all sparked a little fire with each other. You know what I mean? And that's the cool thing about collaboration. Like sometimes it just is what it is, but sometimes you end up really really finding something, and sparking some kind of new flame or new passion or something like that. So like it's funny because it was like that for me, and then yesterday um one of the guys text the group and was like, hey, yo, I appreciate y'all because y'all just really started a fire. And I'm like, bro, I was
Yeah.
literally thinking the same thing. And it was like we all were connecting about that. But there a couple of dope lyricists. Like, I mean, when I say really dope people, they're just really dope individuals altogether. But
Yes.
then their music it's just dope. So
Yes.
you got on one side Jinjo, who's the homie from, like, I met him maybe 2012, like
Mm-hmm.
long time ago. And he's just a really cool dude. He's into a lot of the same things I like. Like we geek out about anime together. It's
It's a whole vibe.
yeah, my buddy walking around the city with two katanas on. No, just fine. He don't do that. But he does have two katanas. Wait, allegedly. Uh,
Got you putting all his business out there now. keep it on the music. Keep it on the music. Did I be
allegedly,
exposing people?
that's what his music says. He has two katanas because that's what he says in this track that we're working on, actually. um, but yeah, so he goes by Jinjo the Fried Rice King.
And you know
But
I love me some fried rice, so y'all gotta check
man,
him out.
he is, like, when I tell you he's a poet. He is a poet.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I think he's that on all socials too, like Jinjo, the Fried Rice King. But my other homie, his name on Apple Music and stuff is Valdrin Lamont. Um, I just recently met both through work, interestingly enough, that we're not going to talk about. But he goes by signed the letter V on social, on like Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. But Val, he actually knows, he raps with another dude I know from like a couple decades ago. Like it's a
Oh,
small world. Like
yeah.
everything's just um
Connected.
yeah. But
Yeah.
me and I call him G. Me and G, we've linked up a couple times, worked on a couple of tracks, and this one he ended up showing Val, and Val was like, yo, I gotta hop on that. And they started really kind of like geeking out about it. And I'm like,
Me, yes, you, yes, the Libras are great. I tell you all the time.
You do say that, but you know,
Y'all still don't be believing it. Y'all still don't be believing
right.
it.
It's work to still be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I
but I'm always gonna be here to remind y'all.
appreciate that.
Yes.
I really do.
I really love to hear that though. Like, and you and your Libra brother have been twinning because he recently met someone as of like 2 nights ago that's
A
also a
word.
Libra and also does music. So the
Yo,
coincidences are just crazy.
that's
And
wild.
yes, their birthdays a few days apart. And I ended up like, cause he met him through me because I know his girlfriend through
Hmm.
Instagram, and we all finally met in person. And it was a vibe in person. I love when it's a vibe on social media and a vibe in person because
That part.
sometimes it do not be like that. And I know you know, I know you've been
Girl, yes.
sometimes it don't click, but thankfully it clicked. And I just love when my Libras meet other people that like see y'all's greatness. So I love to hear that. Y'all definitely check them out. We're gonna tag them.
Yes.
And really this year with the Sister Sign podcast, we're expanding. So these people we talk about, we're going to have on the podcast. I want like my Libras put me onto so much good music, art, opinions, everything. So the people that y'all like fuck with, I want to talk to, and I want us as the sister signs to talk with them, chop it up with them, like just artist to artist, dope person to dope
Hmm.
person. So
Like just that creative conversation,
yes,
you can never go wrong with that. You know,
exactly.
I love
Exactly.
it.
And that's what this is. This is a platform for the creatives, for the people that don't fit in boxes. Like, because I feel like with today's world, it's just always trying to define something or put it in a box or, say it's this and say it's that. And it's just like a lot of us don't fit in boxes. I don't even be knowing
Mhm.
what I'm going to do tomorrow, to be completely honest.
Right. Trying to tell folks that like I it's not that I can be organized and I can be very like tasked for the day,
Yes.
but at the
Yes.
same time, I could not have an idea at all of what I'm doing then
Exactly.
like 5 hours from now.
And I think with us, like the Aries and the Libras, it's like mentally. It's like, cause yeah, we have the day planned out. Like it's like, okay, I know I
Mm-hmm.
have to go to work. I know I have to do this. I know I have to do that. But I don't know if I'm gonna be calm during that. Or
Bruh.
if I'm gonna be anxious. Or I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's just
Yeah.
a party hat. Like I'm gonna dig my hand in the bag and see what I get.
Because honestly, at this point, we raw dogging it these days. Like life is life and it's coming at you hard. So
Really though, really raw dog, complete like leave it in, having all types of babies,
yep,
unprotected sex, all of that.
yep,
Because
yep.
I'm not sugarcoating it no more with y'all. I'm not trying to follow no rules. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Mm-hmm. All right. I felt that. That's energy. Mm-hmm.
Period. Period. But yes. So we are going to just give the people what they want. And they like the messiness with Aries and Libra. They do. They try to
Mm.
say we're toxic and we're all of the above, but they like it. They're entertained, and we give them just something to talk about. Cause let's be honest, a lot of people be boring as hell.
Yeah,
Like you ever
yeah,
meet a person that you know off bat, y'all ain't finna vibe. Because it's like, bro, you're boring.
yeah. And it's not that they don't necessarily be doing anything or they don't necessarily be talking. It's just that they're going this direction and it makes no sense.
It makes no sense,
Like,
and I don't care enough to try to make it make sense. Because what you're talking about,
mm-mm.
I'm just like, okay.
Cool, man. I'm gonna be honest. I used to think my dad was he could be so mean and so blunt, but I I get him now. Alyssa, do you hear me? I get him.
Wait, what's his sign? What's his sign?
Pops is Capricorn.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Which
you know,
happens to be my moon sign too now.
and that's my rising. So the Capricorn energy is definitely the energy that I appreciate. And I can agree. I really thought that a lot of people were like cold blooded, but I get it now. As an
Hmm.
adult, really, even before I became an adult, I was just like, damn, some of y'all are really wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like, we're not gonna do this. I be at I be I be at the grocery store and folks' kids just be cutting up and I'ma shoot them a real I'm gonna shoot them and I walk away thinking like, Johnny, leave me alone. Leave me alone,
You're
Johnny.
like that commercial. That commercial is like, are you becoming your parents?
I am.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The
But
answer is yes.
I refuse to take the negative ways now. I'm becoming them in positive ways. We're
Yeah, that
doing it
part.
in healthy ways, okay? Shout out my
That
parents. I
part.
love y'all, but y'all know y'all crazy.
Oh, true. If you
Y'all
only
know y'all
knew.
are crazy. Y'all know y'all are crazy. But
If you
yes.
mm,
Don't go there. Libra, don't be petty. Ignore the urge to be petty, Libra. Now, come on.
I ain't saying nothing.
Mm.
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, get me our first what if scenario. That's what we're doing today. We're playing a what if game, and we got a few scenarios for each other. The Libra is going to start us off. It's probably going to be extremely messy because that's just what they do. What's my scenario?
Wow.
Listen, I'm being honest. Now we Capricorns. Come on now, Capricorn.
All right. So what if, huh? All right, let's see. Being that um your fiance, your hubby,
Yes.
your man, your confidant, all of the above is in
Mm-hmm.
the music industry and is actively looking to pursue um a paying um I'm sorry, time out. Bink said he's okay.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
good. Yes,
Uh
no, good. That's good. I can cut. Go. That's good. We need to hear that. Yes.
but
Continue. Yes.
reverse
Being
that.
that my fiance is in the music industry.
So let's say he gets offered a deal. Let's say you become privy of details of said deal, and it happens to be a really like crappy deal. Like it's not great at all.
Mm-hmm.
How how you gonna are you about to crush this man's dreams?
I'm not gonna crush his dreams because he got enough sense. So
Okay, so
that's why he picked me as a fiance because I have a certain amount of sense. I don't always act like it sometimes. But I have a certain amount of sense to where if there was like a business contract and he looked over it, because one thing about Shaw, he gonna look over it. Like he's gonna look at the back, the front, the side, and he's not even gonna miss something. But in the event that he does miss something and I
Mhm.
catch it, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
So,
Like,
all right, fast forward. He takes this contract, right?
so
You
you're saying
took
he goes against me saying no,
yes,
don't take it and takes it. Okay, yes.
yeah. I mean, I knew you was gonna tell him. So
Yeah.
the real mess is he takes it,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't tell you until it's time to tell you that in this said contract, he's he's out and about with the artist. He's
Mm-hmm.
got to hit the road. So, like, how you taking this? Like, first of all, do you feel betrayed? Do you feel like okay, he's doing something for him? I'm happy for him. Are you like, are you mad? Are you sad? Like, what do we?
I feel like it's easy for me to obviously kind of go from the more selfish route and be like, oh, you didn't do what I said. But it's also like, it's your life. So if you want to sign that shitty deal, which we said together was shitty, or even if I just said it was shitty, whatever, if you decided to do that and that's the life you chose, then that's what it is, what it is. Like, I'm not gonna hold a grudge onto it because you decided to sign a shitty contract.
Bro, you are a saint, cause
What? What would you do? What
you
would you
mean to
do in
tell
that
me I
situation?
told you this was not a good contract? Like this is about to be like this is about to be World War III. Cause you not only took it behind my back, like you finna dip on me too, bro. We ain't
But
even
see,
had time.
you go into this relationship knowing that you're with a musician. So you know that that's part of the relationship. Like there may be a period where they're going to be gone for
Right,
a while. And if they're gone, like regardless if you gone because you signed a good contract or because you signed a shitty contract, you're still gonna be gone. So what the fuck do I look like sitting here being mad the whole time? Like, oh, he didn't listen to me. He didn't. No, that's his fault. Now he's in Germany and probably not even getting paid to perform every single day and working like a damn slave. Oh well, you should listen to me. Like,
bro.
that's that. I'm not about to be mad about your life decision because I'm not the one who signed the contract. You did. Yes, you're my partner, but it ain't me out there doing it. It's you.
I don't like it.
You say you don't like it, so it'll be a
I don't
problem
like
for
it.
you. I don't like it.
That
Period. I don't like it. Period. There wasn't
is the
even an
sentence.
explanation.
That is the
Oh,
sentence.
I'm
You know,
finished.
let me let me tell you. I I came across this amazing enlightenment, and I realized I need to really start putting this more into play in my life because I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I talk a big game, but I don't do this. But no is a complete sentence. I don't you
Yes.
don't have to explain why.
Shout out Mia. We shout out Mia all the time. She said that in one of her recent videos. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, just yes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I think naturally I'll explain. I was just talking with that about shot earlier. I, there was a situation where I literally chose myself first. I did what I was supposed to do, but I felt bad. I was just like, dang, like, I hope this person doesn't think like I'm ignoring them or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. But like Shad reassured me, like, you did what you were supposed to do. You chose yourself first. You have not eaten yet, and you have all these other things that you did. And you answering the phone would just be you choosing somebody else before you even eat for the dang day.
Right.
So you got to be real with yourself. Like sometimes you are gonna feel bad, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. And you're able to say that no complete sentence and step on that and keep it moving.
Good point.
It takes practice, but yeah.
Practice makes better.
Exactly,
Ain't
because ain't no perfect.
no
Ain't
perfect.
no perfect.
Nah.
So I have a scenario for you.
Oh
Mine's
Lord.
gonna be a little messier because I'm just gonna take it there. So your partner is a fellow artist like you,
Okay.
and they created whatever they create a song, album, book, whatever, and it's successful. And they're
Nice.
going on tour
Okay.
out the country for a
Okay.
year.
Uh, Okay.
Not only are they going for a year, but they're going with this manager that they found, and they just love this manager. They're like, this is just this person is great. They do what I want, blah blah blah. But you don't feel comfortable with the manager. The manager be flirting with them right in front of your face, and they don't think it's flirting because they're like, no, that's just their personality. They just really kind, blah blah. But and the manager does help bring in money to y'all household. So the bills getting paid, y'all living nice. But every time the manager around, they flirt with them dead in your face. And they
Um.
say they bring to you. Hold on, I'm not done yet. They bring to you. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make it a little more messier. They say I want to do a date night. Y'all go to a nice fancy dinner, and that's when they bring it to you. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna go on tour for a year with this manager out the country during the date night.
Girl, I'm finna walk out this show. I'm finna walk out this show. I'm finna get in my car. And I'm finna drive to somebody's house. And I'm finna reassure myself that this story ain't real. Cause the way I'm feeling right now,
See?
let me stop.
Oh, we are
Um,
exposed to the Libras and their psychoness. Yes, this is what I wanted. I wanted the true colors to come out.
woo! That I I would not want to ever have to be in that situation. But if I
What you gonna do?
was,
You gonna crush your partner's dreams? This is a dream. This is a world tour.
I just I will be 1000% honest. I just don't see um me not saying something before even the tour even came up if that manager is flirting him. Like I'm that person. I'm gonna catch you flirting and I'm gonna talk to my partner first
Mm-hmm.
because I'm
You need to see if they catch it too.
I'm gonna expect somewhat of them to react and situate the situation.
Yeah.
But if you don't, oh, by all means, don't mind if I do. Step aside, because baby, let me let you know
You
something.
said, I am the situator.
Hey, when I tell you math has been my subject, give me the problem, I'm gonna solve it. I got you. And this is the problem. I'm about to give you the solution. Step away, step away, step away. Because what you're doing don't feel good. And I of course would feel better if I didn't have to, but if I did have to step up and say something, and then out of nowhere you come and tell me that you accepted a tour with this person that I've made known, because I had to have, I know this is your scenario, but I
But you're
had to
saying
have
in
made
in the
it
Libra
known.
scenario, in
Mm-hmm.
your Libra scenario, you would have
Mm-hmm.
already said something before we even got
Mm-hmm.
to the yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. So at this dinner or whatever it is, the attempt of a dinner to woo, it's not gonna be sweet.
Okay, so pause. Because I knew that's how the Libra was gonna react. You said at this point now, fuck the dinner. you don't even you don't even feel like it was genuine. You
No,
just
because that's blatantly disrespectful to me. In my book, you just spat in my face. Like
oh shit. Oh, you
we
took it there.
yeah, I mean for
Ooh.
real. Think about it. If I've made it known, like, hey, yo, I
Oh.
feel like they flirting with you, and you naively and nonchalantly blow it off, out of love, I'm gonna be like, okay, but you heard me though, so we good. And then do that, nah. So then we really got to have this conversation because that wasn't nice of you,
You said this dinner, whatever it is.
bro. I'm just saying.
You were like, at this point, fuck the dinner, fuck this food, fuck the
I
waiter.
ain't hungry no more. Nope.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh,
Cause
that's
then,
hilarious.
cause then I'm gonna be in my head. I'm gonna be like, so all of this was to make me feel
Yeah,
better about that. I definitely
yeah.
don't.
I'm gonna have to agree. I feel like this is the signs on the same page because I would be the same. I feel like you did the dinner to try to smooth me over for some bullshit.
Yeah. Nah. Nah. Don't
Yeah,
take me
don't
to dinner.
disrespect me. Yeah, exactly. If you gonna
Like,
take me to dinner, take me to dinner. This reminds me, oh cousin, this shit pissed me off. This was junior year or senior year. I can't even remember. Both of them kind of blend together. My boyfriend at the time told me I was gonna break up with you before. Like I was gonna break up with you in one of our first arguments, but I'm glad I didn't. When I tell you that shit pissed me the fuck off.
what you
Not
mean?
because you was gonna break up with me, because bitch, I'm the
Right.
catch. Like I really don't care. You're a
Exactly.
rotation. Let's not talk about high school list because you're sir. Sir, be for real. But
Let's yeah.
it's the fact that you talk about some you was gonna do it. Like, don't
Like
disrespect
don't do
me.
that.
Don't disrespect me. Cause
Cause then
now from this moment on, I'm just like, bro, you moving slimy. Like I would have
yeah.
preferred you just broke up with me and
Mm-hmm.
then just end that. Don't be like I was
Mm-hmm.
going to, because now I'm thinking from that point on, you were doing slimy stuff. Like all of your moves was
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah. I don't like that either, cause
I don't like wishy-washy behavior. Like I would rather you stand on, even if it's gonna hurt my feelings, stand on it.
yeah.
Like I did that and that's how I feel. Don't disrespect me and play me like I'm stupid.
Because one thing about it, two things for sure. October 16, 1988 was not yesterday. It was not yesterday.
Now you pull up the whole date. I'm
But
done.
I'm just saying, y'all can have it. I don't
For
care. I
real.
ain't got nothing to
Cause
hide, but it wasn't yesterday that I was here on this earth.
no, we on the same page with that scenario. Yeah. You and the manager gonna have to move on. And then the way I would handle it is if they still were just like, no, I gotta go in this store. Okay, just know you're picking your career over me because we ain't gonna be able to be
Mm-hmm.
together. Because I
Mm-mm.
can just already see how this is. You call me on FaceTime, you in Germany or wherever you at, and the manager flirting with you in the background.
Yep.
No.
See,
Because
see,
the way my
mm-mm.
mind is, uh-uh. Mm-mm.
Because
No,
my
good.
thing is again, when you're in a relationship, oh my gosh, it should be it should be noticeable. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like even if you have a private relationship,
Yes.
it's going to be noticeable that something changed about their demeanor or how they are
Yes.
carrying themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I'm not saying that you become a saint, that you become a
No.
nun, but
Mm-mm.
like for instance, for me, I may be a lot more um flirtatious
Mm-hmm.
outside of a relationship, or more attention seeking, you know what I'm saying? Or I may come
Yeah.
off maybe thirsty, you know, because that's
Yeah.
just what people may view it as, but you know, to each his own or whatever. Um, but
But
when
it's
I'm in
not
a
even
relate,
thirsty. It's just like when you're single, like shit, I'm fishing, you know. I'm
yeah,
like, hey, I'm flirting, I'm talking to
yep,
everybody, I'm doing what I
yep.
do. Like, that
I
ain't being
love
thirsty. That's
I
just being
love it.
single.
I love it. But when you're in a relationship, bro, you
We ain't doing all that. Nah, don't play
exactly.
with me. Don't
So like
play
if your
with
manager up here flirt with you, why you ain't already checked this situation, bro? Why we here? That's that's my mentality about it. Like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
know we are exclusive, why do I even gotta
Have to
point that
say,
out?
yeah. Cause see, I'll tell you, I've been in situations where guys have flirted with me and I make it very clear, like, no, I'm definitely very much taken. Like,
Yes.
and because I know how I am, I'm naturally kind, I'm naturally like outgoing, charismatic. So
Mm-hmm.
some thirsty people can take that as flirting, but no, I'm just naturally a nice person to talk to.
Right.
And you just need to make that known. It's nothing wrong if somebody makes a mistake. Nah, people don't know all the time, but just make it known, because
Right,
if you out here moving like you're single and
bro.
people get the wrong idea and things happen and you don't check things that happen,
You
I'm gonna have
gotta
to
address
check
it.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm not
Yes.
let me okay, let's get the Libra point of view on this what if situation. What if your partner cheats? Are you beating the other person's ass? Because there's some people that are like, oh, if my man cheat, I'm beating his ass and her ass. So before I give my point of view,
Now,
I
see,
want to know
that's
yours. Who ass you beating? You beating
hold
both their
on.
ass?
You know, I need more details for that because
What details?
my mind. You just said that, and my mind just cooked up like 10
Oh,
different scenarios. Like,
okay. So you need me
well,
to make up a scenario.
yeah,
You need
give
to
me
come
a.
with a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They cheat with that person that they say don't worry about. That like person where it's like you keep seeing little stuff on their Instagram or their Snapchat and you like, oh, who is that? And they're like, oh, that's
Oh,
just
that's
my
me and my
friend.
partner. That's
Yeah,
100.
that's just my friend. That's my blah blah blah. And you like,
Mm-hmm.
um, okay. And then you notice they talk more and more and more, and they're like, "Oh, you talking
Mm-hmm.
to them kind of often? Oh yeah, that's just we getting real close. Blah blah blah. It's not no big deal." And then you find out that's the person they cheat with,
That's me and the partner.
and
100.
you walk in,
Woo, girl. You trying to
you
send me to
walk
jail?
in, we're just talking about scenarios. We're just talking about scenarios,
I
crazy
know.
Libra now.
I know,
See,
but
you know, this y'all be so psycho. Let me tell you about your brother shot, because we'll be talking about scenarios. And why in the scenario I'm always the one that cheat? I'm always the one that do something bad. And I'm like,
because we would never.
excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'm just funny. Let me stop.
Y'all would never. No, let's talk about this scenario where y'all do the wrong thing. Let's talk about that. Why I gotta always be me the one who's doing the wrong thing?
Because when we do the wrong thing, we do talk about it and we say it.
Hmm.
Hats off. Thank you.
Not all the time, but
You're right.
I was about to say we're not being honest today. That's just what type of episode this is. But I thought we were being honest. But yeah, what you're doing is it's you and your partner, or is it you and your partner and a cheater?
All right. So one little detail I just gotta clear up. this other person,
Mm-hmm.
like what's the amount of exposure do I have with this other person? Like,
What you mean? Like,
do
do you
I
know
know
them?
this person? Do I is this just that
No.
person?
This is just that person that you've been seeing for the past
Yeah.
whatever period of time, few months, few years. You just been seeing that they've been talking for a minute.
Yo, nah, for real. I'm a I'm a buck. If I walk in on it now, that's the thing, Alyssa. If I walk in on it, I really don't know. I really enjoy. If we're being
A
honest, if we're
hundred
being
percent
honest, a
honest.
1000%, I'm a blackout, and a lot of things are going to happen, and
I
I don't
agree.
know.
I agree. We
But
we
if we're
we
being logical, it's gonna be me and the partner because I got no dealing like you. I don't even
yeah,
know how much you know about us, but
exactly.
I know everything that this mug know about us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And for you to
Exactly.
deceive me and tell, even if it's like if it happens to be what they call an accident, like things just
Yes,
happen.
which
Like
is bullshit, but yes.
we talked about this, you all like that that's where my like I know I'm insecure stuff, but like that whole liking stuff, like all that, and you talk about it, and then you're like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, and then it progresses. Like that's why I worried about it
No.
right there. Cause
I
now
don't see I don't think that's an insecurity because you said that's insecure of you, but I don't think that's insecure of you. We all have our own boundaries. I have things that I'm not cool with you doing. And if I express that to you and you keep doing it and you're like, oh, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. And then I finally do let my boundary down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to trust my partner and I'm going to not worry about. Then that be the same thing that you end up doing. Yeah, like you said, it's me and them. Like that other
yeah.
person, even if they did know, man, you ain't worth going to jail over two. I'm going to jail, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to do it for two people. So
Mm-mm. Now
but I'm
if
with you. I'm with you on the blacking out because I feel like I would do the same thing. It's easier to like. It's easy to logically be like, oh, I would do this, this, and that. But knowing me, I'm a blackout. I don't know
yeah,
what I'm gonna do.
I just know I just know I'm not going I'm not going to deal with that very well. Uh-uh. I don't like that.
Okay, well, for Dominique think this is real, you give me a scenario.
I
let's let's
Nah,
cool
you
your
good.
jets down. Now, now you gotta try to get me fired up like you. I don't know if you're gonna be able to though. I'm cool, calm, and collect.
You are.
But the
You
Libra's
do
gonna
you.
always try to push that button.
So since we're in this vein, let's talk about it. Um, let's say you and so you and your significant other, y'all been together for a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we were gonna use this the first recording, but I should go there. Y'all hit a rough patch and y'all decide to take some time apart
Mm-hmm.
to 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 process each other's actions and reactions in that situation.
Okay, pause. Question.
Yes, answer.
Are there rules during this part time? Are we setting boundaries before we take the time apart to say what is and isn't okay?
So things just happened and y'all did not set boundaries
Okay.
in the
We were
moment.
gonna we were gonna do it and then we didn't get to it or something.
Well, in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
y'all just came to the agreement. We are not going to come to a agreement together. Let's
Yes. Okay.
And y'all just
We just
separated.
did it. Yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
just it just happened.
Yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
didn't really talk it through. Y'all didn't
Yeah.
make
Which
any plan for it. It just sh-
Okay.
just happened, and
Mhm.
you you went over to a relative nearby, and he stayed there, and
Mhm.
so y'all spend the first few days not even communicate, not even talking, no cordial, no nothing, and then
Mhm.
maybe day 4, day 5, there's a good morning, there's a how are you,
Mhm.
there's a you've been okay, you've been eating, you know, there's just a regular
Yeah.
check-in. And then it's a okay, so we've had some time, let's kind of talk about it. So it's been 3 weeks and y'all go to talk about it, but on your way to talk about it, you already find out that in this time of apart or separation, he has dealt with his emotions and his problems by um, confiding in a mutual friend of
Mhm.
y'all, and um, emotionally, not even physically doing anything, but just emotionally getting evolved and like
Mhm.
really intimate with this mutual.
Mhm.
And again, nothing physical. It
Mhm.
just like some real like, yo, this is what we would do if we were together type
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
And so you go to ask him about it, and like, are you well, are you how are you receiving this first off before y'all even deal with it? Like,
So I didn't find this out through him. I found this
nah.
out. How did I find this out?
You found this out through her talking to somebody else and them coming back to you about it. Mm-hmm. Because she told this other person that she's starting to catch feelings, but she knows she's wrong. I'm getting mad. Um, but
Get mad at you asking the question.
but so yeah, you find out through that person because they're like, Alyssa, my that's my dog. Like
Uh-huh.
I
And
can't,
shout
I
out them.
so like how
Okay,
what you
so
doing? Like, are you
okay, so first I'm addressing him to see if he's gonna be honest about it. Because the fact that I didn't find out through you, that's an issue for me in the first place. And then second, you could have told me, like, I understand we weren't talking that much in the first few days or whatever, but you could have told me before we went to our meetup or whatever, hey, we're about to go meet up, but I feel like I should talk to you about this. Or you don't feel like you should talk to me about it. But that's the issue for me. It's like you kind of already started something with somebody else. You did it emotionally. You didn't have to do it sexually. That's the biggest thing. Shad and I didn't even like when we first started talking, we were apart physically for like 3 to 5 weeks.
yeah.
Built an emotional connection only. There was some physical stuff in it because we can get you can get a type of way with Skype. I'm just saying. But like we didn't do to do until a minute.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're getting emotionally connected with this person and then it's a mutual friend, that's a situation where I'm beating both of y'all ass. Yes, I'm
Oh,
beating both. I'm beating both because you tried me. Because now you talking about some. Oh, I'm catching feelings, and then you. The fact that you would even entertain conversations talking about, oh, if I was with you, I would do this. Well, what would you do if I put a cast iron skillet upside your head? I want to see that. I want to test that out. So that's how I would handle that.
hey, yo. Dang.
Next question.
All right. I mean, Are you waiting for the meetup, or you just about to create the opportunity after this
Yeah,
point?
we still doing the meetup. We still doing the meetup because I'm gonna see you in person. Yeah, you're gonna understand how I feel face to face.
Oh, so you're gonna be able to hold it in until.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and it's
that's
gonna
dangerous.
fester and it's gonna bubble up. But I'm gonna
Mm.
then have text the girl, the other girl, and then while I'm holding that, I might go handle that with her, and then go to the meetup with him. Might just do a little add a stop on the way.
See, what I want you to realize is the difference in my crazy and this crazy,
What?
because this is fiery. Like this is.
This is logical, just like the Libras. I thought this out.
I see what you're doing here, and it's working because I'm relating. Touche.
what, what am I doing? I'm just saying I thought this out. You pissed me off to that point. So the first thing I thought about was a cast iron skillet upside your head. And I just would like to test that out. Us Aries, we're impulsive. We just kind of, think about things and just do it. So I just want to do that. You thought
Yo.
about you thought about texting my man and creating an emotional connection with him. You thought that'd be a good idea. You thought it'd be a good idea to say, if I was with you, if I was Alyssa, this is what well, you're not me.
Child, honey,
There's only one. So I don't
that
need you
part.
to say what you would do if you was me. Cause so and yeah, once they create that emotional connection, that's not my man no more. Like that's disloyal to me. So bye. I'm still
Nah,
finna whoop both of
I
y'all ass, but I'm finna move on after that.
so speaking of that, like this is a question that I know my answer, and I just don't think I can ever have another answer from my answer. And it's unfortunate if somebody thinks that I'm wrong for having that mindset, or they think I'm closed-minded for having a standard, whatever. But is there a chance after infidelity for you? Like after if your partner, significant other cheats, like is there any chance that Alyssa forgives and grows past that?
My first immediate honest answer is no.
Okay.
And it's no because I love myself too much to allow that. And although I do think for my soul and for my own sanity, I can forgive you, yes. I've done it before. I've been cheated on before. But we can't continue a relationship because it shows me how you will move in certain times. And I would never do that. You know,
Yeah.
I I have cheated before. I like to be 100% transparent, not on shod, but my like very first boyfriend in like freshman year of high school, I cheated on, and I
This is
felt
high school
bad.
though.
Yeah, I know everyone says that. I still felt bad, and I think that shows that I am a good person because I
Yeah.
did still feel bad, but
And
you
that
know
sticks with you though.
it sticks with me. And then when I broke it down to Shad, he was like, "Babe, you didn't even cheat," because really I was being like emotionally cheated on. Because the whole thing was he ended up moving. We got together. I found out he was moving like a month after we got together, and then
Mm.
once he moved, he was like all interested in the girls there and like kind of shoving them in my face like, oh, like look at this girl I met today and this girl. And I was just like dealing with it because I was young and dumb and in love.
Yeah.
And once I got a little bit of guy attention, I jumped on that. But I feel like, we weren't going to be together much longer, anyways, because he moved
That
across the
part.
country. Like, literally, we went from Texas to Wisconsin. What in the fuck? We ain't finna do shit.
Nah.
Ain't nothing we can do. Like, you too far.
See, my problem is if you get there and you're already just all into these other folks, oh
Exactly.
no.
Exactly. You've
Mm-mm.
already made your mind. Like, and that's what's really important for me. And maybe that's why I love my Libras so much, is because y'all are very logical. And when I see that mentally you've gone somewhere else, it's done for me. To cheat, you have to mentally go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And people can give whatever excuses they want to give because that's
Yep.
what they are. They're excuses. Like, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, I was drunk. Oh, okay. I've been drunk too, and I ain't cheated.
That
You
part.
just celebrated 8 years. Okay. Like,
Let me tell you, I've been actually approached, and it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've been approached by somebody that I chased when I was single. Crazy,
mm-hmm.
right? Like
Yeah. It's not
I
crazy. It's happened.
I without question, hesitation, and too much time in between, quickly shut it down. Like,
Period.
and then the craziest part about it is that they knew I was not single. And
Yeah,
so I really
it's
checked that.
something about us when we get in a relationship, it makes us more attractive. Like when Shad and I got together, it was niggas coming out the cobwebs. Like, we ain't even really talk like that. I
Yeah.
just liked your picture years ago. Oh, Alyssa, I want a chance. Alyssa, I'm in love with you. Alyssa, and I was just like, oh,
Uh-oh.
exactly, the yawn. Because like, one thing about me, and this is a sister side thing, but it's definitely a me thing. When I'm in love, I'm in love, and when I'm with my man, I'm with
Hmm.
my man. Like, I'm
Hmm.
10 toes down, baby. So
Yeah.
don't, you
Like,
can try, you can flirt, you can do whatever you want to do, but
mm,
you're gonna know this is very much because he's shown me that same energy. So I feel like too, and you give me your opinion on this.
oh,
Sometimes people feel like cheating is warranted because they're like, well, you weren't showing enough attention, or you weren't doing this, or you weren't doing that. With me, I cheating doesn't run past my mind because everything that I've ever wanted, I get in my relationship. So I don't, like, nobody else can give me shit else. So it's just kind of like cheating would be foolish. But
yep.
what do you say in situations where, like, okay, let's say your partner, when y'all first got together, the flirting was heavy, the compliments were heavy, the kind gestures were heavy, and then as y'all, time passes, it's just like, okay, you cool. Do you
Uh,
feel like that warrants cheating?
hell no. No. So at the end of the day, a closed mouth ain't gonna get fed.
Period.
If there's something going on that you're not getting, or there's something going on that's making you feel a certain way, you don't say anything about it, then that's on you.
Exactly.
You gotta open up and say, hey, yo, I'm a freak in the sheets, so I
Yes,
need to
that's one of
be
my love
slapped
languages.
around, pushed,
Exactly.
tied. Like, I need that.
Exactly.
That don't mean if you can't give, if you're not getting that with your partner, let me go slut it up with somebody. No,
Yeah,
that's
you need to have that
stupid.
conversation. Exactly. You need to have the conversation. If you have the conversation and then they ignore you, or they say straight up, I'm not, your kink is putting the toe in the ass and I ain't putting my toe in your ass, then okay, y'all gotta go your separate ways. But
Yeah.
if you ain't tell them that you like they toe in your ass, then you can't get mad that they're not
Man.
doing it.
Mm-mm.
Like, it is what it
No.
is.
And then and also, you said something very like valid. Y'all got to go your separate ways. People have to come to the realization that they have to make a choice, whether I'm okay to be in this. If I can make the decision to um what is the word I'm looking for, withhold, or
Yeah, like if I'm saying basically that it's okay to not have this,
yeah, and I'll be with this person. But if you make that decision, then you are 1000% wrong for cheating because you're not getting
Exactly.
that.
Yes,
But
because
if you,
you made it feel like you made it seem like it was okay.
yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's not okay, then you got to choose yourself and leave.
Exactly. Exactly. What's
Yeah,
more
no,
important to you?
I don't ever think that there will ever be a good enough reason for me to be like, hmm, because somebody cheated.
Exactly.
Like, because cheating is never good.
It's
You know what
not.
I'm saying? If
To
a
me, it just means that you have terrible communication skills. Like you don't
mhm,
know how to think and talk things out. You just move and you just like have action. And I get it as an impulsive ass Aries, but also one thing my Libras and just life in general has taught me, you
yeah,
need to take a moment to think about things and like, is this gonna be a good idea in 5 minutes or even in 10 minutes, whatever?
that part. Because
Or am I just like moving? Because, like you was saying earlier, sometimes your ass be horny. Be real.
I
Sometimes you
do
be horny.
a lot of
But
times.
also, it is 2023. Not a lot of times. Something about to play with you. It's 2023. I see an ad for a sex toy every other post.
It's yes,
You better get
yes,
you something like, oh my gosh, Dominique, I'm not gonna out him because I'm just not gonna do that to him. But I know somebody who is just like he cannot masturbate, he cannot do sex toys, he will just have sex with any girl just because he's like, I be horny. And I just think that's ridiculous. Like, why put all that stress on yourself when you could get your ass a fucking pocket pussy or multiple pocket pussies and name them whatever you want to name them and just get a
right.
nut off that way?
Like, uh, I understand that it's a real situation for this individual, but it's to me, it's like that's crazy. Like you legit,
And these
you.
girls be in love with him. These girls be in love with him.
Mm,
And I'm just like, they call that demon dick. And
bro,
y'all need to stay away from that because it's real.
it's niggas like that. That's why we have yes, that's why we have these problems that we have
Mm-hmm.
because demon dick exists. Ah,
It
yo,
exists.
that is a another level of toxic. Like, bro, what?
It's very toxic. It's very toxic. And, you know, listen, everybody's different. If you don't want to do
Yeah,
sex toys, if you don't want to do masturbation, I'm just saying it's 2023 and there's a lot of ways that you can freak your fancy.
yeah, dog. You got to start ruining these females, these nice young ladies, these beautiful women's life. You know, just
Seriously.
go
And
find
it's
these
not
toys have
all on
become.
him. It's not
Mm,
all on him. We gonna be
you're
you
right.
gotta be for real too. These women have to have like better boundaries and standards
Facts.
because I'll tell you one thing, a lot of time you be knowing what you be getting into. Like high school is, I would talk to guys and I'm like, I know this nigga ain't shit. Like I
Yep.
know every fiber in my being knows. Every time he talks out his mouth, there's like a voice in my head that's like, this nigga ain't shit.
Bro.
But I knew also what I was getting into. So be for real.
Yeah, you're right. It is the like the saying goes, it takes two to tango.
It does. It
But
definitely does.
my God, these sex toys have become so sophisticated.
I'm
Like,
just saying, I've seen some ads, Dominique, for the girls and the guys. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
it's like a
this
real thing
is
nowadays.
this is some advanced shit. There are some things that we gotta do that one day. One episode we gotta go through all the like high tech sex toys, and I think we should compare them to like the sex toys from like the 70s. Let's just pick a decade and just be like, bro, do you see how this shit has advanced?
Hey,
Back in the 70s, they was using, I don't know, let's say like Jerry curl spray. I know they weren't doing that, but that's the first thing that came to my head. And
I can
now you
only
got,
imagine.
I saw this one thing. It looked like, I don't even know how to describe what this shit looks like. What's that? What's that long tube thing that you do the turkeys?
Oh, the turkey baster,
Yeah, it was like that at the end, but the whole part of it was like a silicone tube. It was just a lot.
bro.
And listen, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's different because me personally, I don't like the sex toys that do too much shit. Like that's just extra as hell. I don't want to feel like I'm like turning on a fucking rocket ship every time I'm trying to get my nut.
Nah, you gotta have a PhD nowadays,
Listen, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to press a button and get it going.
bro. But yeah, nah. To each his own, man. Shout out to Homeboy for finding his his answer, but damn.
Nice answer.
Yeah,
But this was fun. I'm glad that we put each other in different scenarios to get the
man.
real truth and honesty. And I think it's hilarious how we both were like, is this real? Is this real? Cause I'm
Bruh.
finna, I know I ain't got nothing to worry about, but the crazy in me is just like, girl.
You ever heard that superstition about, you know, stoners smokers can understand this superstition when they say you drop the blunt, you gotta FaceTime your girl
Mm-hmm.
because she getting them things thrusted.
I
That's what
never
they
heard
say.
that.
You ain't never heard that? Oh my God.
Wait,
That's
I
what
gotta
they
ask
say.
Shaw.
If
Now I
you
gotta ask Shaw this. Okay, so what is it when you drop the blunt? You have to
like
FaceTime your
if you in
partner.
this, especially like if you're in the circle, if you passing it with the homie, like if you drop the blunt, hey, you gotta FaceTime your girl. If not, she getting it blowed out. And you gotta FaceTime because you can't just call.
Because she
You
could just answer and they could be
right.
doing it. So you
You
have to FaceTime so you can see.
nah, extend your arm. Let me see. Let me see the
I'm
whole.
done. I've never heard
You
this
never heard
before.
that?
No.
Yo, crazy.
Oh shit. Listen. Wow. That's
Crazy.
crazy. I just want to know how that started. Like why did those two get associated?
I
And
have
why
no
is it
idea.
nothing like okay, it the step on the crack break your mom back that makes sense and it rhymes. Those two don't even go together. Like why do when I drop the joint my significant others cheated on me? Why does it have
Bro,
to be?
I can't make it. Well, I could make it up, but I promise I'm not making it up.
I'm gonna ask y'all and I'm gonna look it up. I believe you. I
Somebody
just think
told
that's
me when I
hilarious.
dropped it one
Oh,
time,
when it
and I
happened to
was
you,
like,
they were like, "Oh,
but
you need to make some
baby, I was
calls."
single. I was single at the
Oh,
time.
okay. So you like, hey, you could whoever back getting blown in, go
I throw
ahead.
this thing blunt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody. I don't care. Nowadays might be a different story, but
Uh, it's so funny too, and we finna wrap up after this, but it's so funny how when you single, it's certain stuff that you could just let roll off your back. It's
mhm,
just like, man, I don't care. Do what you do. But once you get in a relationship, once you have your person,
that part.
no, no, Shawty, we ain't even
Mm-mm.
playing. We're not going to play like that. We're not gonna do
Bruh,
that.
you
Mm-mm,
you change a lot because
mm-mm,
it's a valuable part of your life that
mm-hmm,
you're releasing. When
mm-hmm.
you letting your walls down and you're being
Being
vulnerable around
vulnerable,
this person,
yes.
and then to trust. I'm getting seasick. Like you
No,
don't just throw
really.
that word around. Trust is
Especially with Libras, y'all trusting. It takes like 15 years and
mm-mm.
7 million business days for that
don't
trust.
don't play with
Cause
it. Do not play with it because it does not. It's not easily earned.
not at all. Not at
Mm-mm.
all.
Because it
So
it's the betrayal for me. Like once that trust is, Like how I it's the fact that you expect for me to come back from you not supposed to do this, but do it anyway. And I'm supposed to
Hmm.
trust that you won't ever do anything else that you're not supposed to do or this again.
That's why my answer was what it was when you said the whole could you come back from cheating? Because it's like, no, because you like
Mm-mm.
blatantly said, fuck me.
Exactly.
So it's fuck you. And
No.
it might hurt me. It might, I might love you to the end of time, but
Hmm.
I can
And
love you from a distance.
and like you said, I'm gonna forgive, but baby, I can't. We are no longer
Mm-mm.
anything.
Especially
Like,
because I know myself and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna have a flashback. That's why we can't be together because I'm gonna have a flashback and I'm gonna want to hit you upside your head. And that's not fair to you. You shouldn't be hit upside your head every, however often I
mm-mm,
decide I want to hit you upside your head. So just for both of us to be healthy and everybody to keep their hands to themselves, we should not be together.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So
Because
that way, when I get mad, instead I can just go to the axe throwing place and imagine your face on the axe throwing thing instead of actually being in a relationship with you and actually
girl,
having the ability to throw the axe.
let me tell you, I just went, and that is not as easy of a task as I thought it would have been. That axe throwing.
I don't even think it's gonna be easy. I'm not good with anything that you throw. Like I ran track. I did not do sports where I had to have hand-eye coordination. Just yeah. So I don't think I would be great at the axe throwing unless I'm already pissed off. When I'm pissed off, oh, I could do anything.
Right. Nah, for real. Like that I'm sometimes like I feel like I know myself that well enough to say that I know I wouldn't be able to come back from cheating because I know me. Sometimes when people wrong me so deeply that I feel like I'm wrong so deeply, if I even look at something that reminds me of you,
Exactly.
I'm gonna be reminded of that emotion that
And
doesn't
get
feel
mad all
great.
over again.
So
Yeah.
just imagine like having to look you in the face
Yep.
after you you never mind. I don't even want to go that deep.
Because both of us about to go to cycle again, and we're moving on. This was just for
Mm-hmm.
the episode.
For
This
the
was
episode,
just for the episode.
it's for the episode.
I just had to tap into that, messy side of us. We just had to do it a little bit.
Girl,
That's what we do best.
I think the second run's got me loopy because I feel ooh.
Not you gone. I'm done. I am so glad that you was able to join me for episode 13.
Thanks for the
I'm
invite.
Of course, of course. And I cannot wait to interview more of the amazing people that you're meeting, just the other people that my Libras are connected to, like we was saying on the
Mhm.
first take. I don't know if we got that in the second take, but yes, the Sister Sign podcast is expanding this year, and we're going to have more people on the podcast, more signs, more mess, and more
And drama.
greatness. Just all of it. That's what the world is. You got to have the greatness and you got to have the
Yeah,
messiness.
you can't have one without the
Period.
other. Yeah, no, I'm super excited about that too because I got some. I always say I got some really dope friends. I got some really cool
Yeah.
people in my life.
Because
Like
Libras, y'all ain't gonna be around the bullshit people now.
that part.
And that's why I'm
That part.
excited to have these people on the show and talk to them so that, we could just highlight their greatness as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I am
Yes.
too. Y'all, you always talk about Libra's greatness and whatnot, but you got to remember, like y'all in our circle, we feel like y'all are greater than us. So shout out to my Aries, sister sign, cuz oh,
Yes. And you know we feel the same way back. We're like, okay, y'all don't even realize how great you are. But you know we do what we want to do and we gonna drill it in you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continuously drilling y'all.
yeah,
Y'all are the shit.
you do that.